Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to my channel, man. LT checking in again, your pearly white friend. And today, man, as you can see by the title, I am going to be giving you guys exclusive details on how to become a content creator. Yes, I know you guys have been waiting for this. I know you guys are stoked. For those of you who are just now starting out and you guys really want to take this content creation to the next level. And by the way, if you have not started a YouTube channel in 2023, I advise you to start a YouTube channel in 2023, man, and keep that grind going. All right, we're gonna kick it off first things first like this. The first thing you need to becoming a content creator is a plan, right? You need a plan. When I say plan, it's not even boggled down as in a niche so much as a social media presence. Yes, so if you're popular on Instagram, if you're popular on TikTok, if you're popular on Facebook, you will want to have your audience follow you over to YouTube, because it's very hard to grow on YouTube unless you have a fan base somewhere else. I mean, you can start from scratch, that's fine too. We've seen plenty of people do that, but I advise you guys to just have your people follow you over there to YouTube, get a plan, figure out what you're going to do, and just get it started, right? So with that being said, you have to have a plan, whether it's your scheduling plan or when you're going to post and things like that. So find your niche, right? We're here, niche, there's niche that, find your niche, right? So I would never advise that to anyone, because you would never want to limit yourself or put yourself in a box. You might want to do reaction videos one day, and the next day you might want to do a traveling vlog, or you would want to do a review on food. You know what I'm saying? So I would never say boggle yourself down in one niche, because YouTube is so broad, and right? Just like the public interviews has died down, no one is really doing that anymore. So yeah, things like that. So that's rule number one, is to make sure you have a plan. And number two is always be consistent. And when I say consistent, you don't have to post 1,000 times a day. You don't have to just indulge yourself and overdo it or saturate it, because YouTube is already saturated, right? So with that being said, consistency. So say you want to post on Wednesdays and Sundays, that is a great way to start, give your channel a kickstart, right? Because you have people anticipating or waiting to see your face on those particular days, right? And if they're really loyal, they have to build notification on to even remind them that they're coming there for that certain day, right? So these people get used to seeing you twice a week. And they're anticipated for it, and then you can see how that works, and then you can start to do 5 videos a day, 2 videos a day, 2 videos a week, 1 video a week, however you guys want to do it, right? But first thing is stay consistent, right? Because everybody knows people have their downtime. Whenever they get off work, whenever they get home from school, they want to relax, right? And what are they doing? They're going to YouTube, they're finding their content creators that they're consumed with, and they're watching YouTube. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I watch YouTube like it's television, right? So yeah, you want to make sure they have something to hold on to. You don't want your audience to get bored. You don't want them to be like, oh, well, this person is not posting, I have nothing to look forward to, right? Number one, always have a social media presence. Number two, make sure you be consistent, right? So tip 3 that I have for you guys is to just be yourself, right? Don't try to come on a platform and put on this persona, this facade, whatever the case may be. Is your personality is what sells, not the video ideas that you come up with. And it sounds crazy, right? Because you always hear people, oh, find your niche. But what really sells is your personality. You have 1,000 people on YouTube doing pranks, public interviews, reactions, mukbangs, whatever they're doing now, right? And it's your personality that's going to prevail and that's going to get you through. So yeah, come up on here with a genuine you know, you're genuine person. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do a little sexy look on the camera, whatever. But as far as that, I advise you guys to stay true to you. So you want these people to see you. They came to your channel. If they don't like you, they do not have to be there, right? This is your channel. This is you. This is whether you're feeling comfortable in front of the camera, whether you're not. Just be you at all times, and I promise you, your audience will find you. They will find you. It might be hard at first, like, oh, I'm not growing. It will happen, right? So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is, what is tip number 4? Tip number 4 is to stick to the plan, man. Stick to the motherfucking plan, man. No, seriously, man. People start YouTube and they don't see themselves growing gradually. So they're like, well, if I'm not growing, I don't have to do this as much. I don't have to post as much. And that's where you get it wrong. It doesn't matter if 2 people see your video. Keep uploading, keep your face. If you believe that you can do this and you really, really want to do this, believe in yourself, man. Keep doing it. Hard work comes a long way. So stick to the plan, man. A lot of people like to give up when the time is rough or when they feel like it's getting rough. But you gotta stick to the plan, man. If you don't see growth, look at videos on how you can grow. What are people watching? SEO videos. Make sure you got the search engine going in your benefit, right? Clickbait titles. Another thing is your thumbnails. You gotta have great thumbnails, right? And of course, if you do want to start YouTube, I advise you guys to get a mini camera, or you can get an iPhone 14 or whatever iPhone quality that you can get, right? It's very accessible now. A lot of people have iPhones. You can just pull out your phone and do your thing, right? But it's all about the presentation that you have and the grind that you keep going. So first off, man, those thumbnails are what's going to get people's attention, and the title is what's going to make them click. And honestly, I feel like that the title is more important. I mean, I feel like the thumbnail is more important than the title these days, man. If you got a dope thumbnail, people are going to click your video, right? They're going to click your video, they're going to stay engaged, and then you have to give them a cliffhanger, right? But like leave an open ending in your titles. Leave a title that's going to reel them in, but it's also going to leave them hanging to where they need to watch the whole video to get more of the concept that you're trying to provide for them. And it just goes with any content creation that you have. You have to really put your all in there. There's no half stepping. You have to really take it serious. You have to look at it as a business. So you are basically selling your brand. You are your brand, right? You're getting people familiar with you. You're letting them know where to find you. How can they access the things that you are selling, or whatever you may be doing, right? You are the brand, so you have to move as a business. So I advise you guys to make sure you have good thumbnails, make sure you have SEO titles for clickbait. Make sure you have to, businesses, they pay for advertisement. You're advertising yourself right now, right? You're like, what am I going to get these people to stay on my channel, to get them to click my videos and get a duration for them to watch my videos? So all I can say is marketing and advertisement is the best thing that's going to help your channel. And when I say that, that means invest in good quality videos. Actually work towards your videos. Set out a plan. You don't have to rush your videos. You know what I mean? You might take a week right after you post a video. I'm like, okay, well, I can do this video for next, and then I can do this type of video next time. You know what I mean? So constantly be creative, right? Never limit yourself on the things that you can do when it comes to your YouTube channel, because believe it or not, YouTube is not the highest paying revenue. And when I say that, don't get alarmed, But what I mean when I say that is you're getting more money off YouTube from affiliate businesses for branding and marketing. You know what I mean? So you're getting brand deals. That's really how you grow on YouTube, is by brands collaborating with you, finding things that you want to do. And yeah, so if a person sees that you're really into fashion or you're really into music, you might have these brands reach out to you and be like, hey, I would like for you to model my clothing line. I would like for you guys to be a part of my brand, or I would like for you guys to advertise that, right? So like I said, always conduct yourself as a business, because people are going to come at you like a business, right? That's the whole point of really growing on YouTube, is for the brand deals and the marketing. So yeah, man, just move as a business, stay to the plan, and always make sure you have great thumbnails and you also have great titles for your video that's going to keep people engaged through the whole duration of your video. And tip number 5, man, even if you don't feel like doing it, do it. I mean, what are you losing if you do not make a video? You're losing everything, right? So imagine what you're losing if you do post a video. You're not losing anything, man. So even if you don't feel motivated, if you don't feel if you just don't have no type of ambition, no drive, you're like, man, nobody's watching my videos. I really want to grow, but I'm not feeling the love, man. I'm not feeling the love. I get it. But even when you do not feel like posting, I suggest that you should post, unless you're in like a couples channel and you guys are like not good or on good terms. That's not really good to do a video together, because people can see the transparency in you guys. A lot of people pay attention to detail, even if you don't think that they do. A lot of people study the videos they watch, they know, right? So if you do have a channel by yourself, post constantly, even if you don't feel like it, man, because this is something that you believe in. If you never believed in it, then you would have never started in the first place. And I'm here to tell you that I believe in you too, man. So just keep going. Even when you don't feel good, you never know. That could be the video that just goes viral and you're going crazy all over the place, right? So never get sidetracked by the views or the things like that. If you do, guys, follow me on Instagram. I have over 10,000 followers on Instagram, and as you can see, I only have 2,000 followers on YouTube, right? So a lot of people are not going to transfer over from your social media platforms to the YouTube, but a lot of people transfer from YouTube over to your social media channels. So I would always say, make sure you're linking your description boxes, make sure you have all your social medias, whatever you're selling, whatever you're doing, make sure you have a link tree in your description box, wherever they can find you. Make sure you have that accessible, because you never know if that person wants to engage with you more, and you want to give them as much of you as possible. Like I said before, you are the business, you are the brand, so you have to move as such. And I just feel like even if you're not losing anything if you post a video, right? If anything, you're giving yourself more momentum to keep going. And YouTube has it to where you can get paid from videos from 10 years ago, right? As long as people are still watching that video. So the more content that you have, the more people can binge watch your videos, the more they can get more comfortable with you. They can see you for who you are, right? So yeah, just make sure you do it and you stick to your plan, as in what do you want for yourself and your channel. So stay consistent, man. Consistency is key. And even if you don't do it, even if you don't feel like doing it, just do it, man. Just really do it, because you believed in it. So you have to keep that dream going. No one is going to see your vision but you. So when you see your vision, the whole world can see your vision of what you have going on, correct? So rule number 6. Yes, I said rule number 6, because this rules to this shit, man. You feel me? Man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and come catch this vibe if you haven't already. So with that being said, let's continue with the video. Rule number 6. never oversaturate your content with things that have already been pushed out. And when I say that, I mean to say the face-to-face videos, that is so saturated, that's getting watered down. Nobody really cares. As you can see, you have big YouTubers like Kiana J and King Sid. They were good friends, and now they're arguing about who started the face-to-face videos, things like that. And what they both fail to realize is nobody even cares about face-to-face videos. No shade to those YouTubers, but it was good when it came out. It was very popular last year, but this year is a whole new year. Nobody cares about face-to-face. Honestly, it was played out. It ran its course. So you don't want to oversaturate content to where one creator is thinking that you're taking their videos and making it to your own, or vice versa. You don't want to create friction and content creation world, because obviously it's content creation, so it's something that originates from you. So just trying to be original, man. YouTube is not original. That's why I'm taking the road less traveled. I don't do pranks on my videos. Pranks is not my thing. Anything staged, I don't want to do anything staged, or I feel like it's an act. I am taking acting classes, but that's besides the point, man. That's besides the point. So yeah, you don't want friction in the creation world, because creators respect other creators, right? And if they feel like they're being bitten on, or someone is copying their style, man, you don't want that person to feel like all of their energy and all of their hard work went for someone to just take their creation, right? Even if you feel like you're doing something that is not as appealing to the naked eye as you would think it is appealing to, but take Andy Warhol for instance, and take Jean-Marcel Basquiat. You know what I mean? People like that, right? They didn't see, they wanted to be in the art world, but people around them didn't see fit that they fit into the art world, and they made their stamp on the world, right? So you got these two different people from two different walks of life, two different backgrounds, two different things, but they had one thing in common, and that was art. But they took their art and made it their own. You know, they started their own, they really started their own little lane when it came to art, because people thought it was ignorant art. People thought it was too commercial. People, you know what I'm saying? So it was a big thing back then in the 80s and the 70s about that. So yeah, like I said, you don't want the next creator to feel like that you're just running with their ideas and you're just putting your own name on it. So please be original. If you don't do anything else, please be original in all the content that you make. And the best thing I can say is, even if you do have an idea from a YouTube video that you may have seen or that you were engaged with, try to make a twist to it. You know what I mean? You might do a face-to-face and on a rooftop, or you know what I'm saying? Something that's more edgy, or face-to-face at a barn. They never thought, you know what I'm saying? Something outrageous, not just a face-to-face rape me or this and that, right? You want to keep them engaged, and you also want them to feel like they are a part of you. And a thing to be a part of you is watching your creation come to life, watching the things that you have to say come to life. So yeah, man, that was number 6. And number 7, I'm actually doing this off the dome, because as you know, I've been doing content creation for a long time now. If you guys did not know, now you know. I have been a social media influencer. That sounds so cringe. That sounds so cringe. Listen, I have been a content creator for a while now. And yeah, I've just always been me when I get in front of the camera. And they just really like my music and I guess the way I dress. I think it's the way I dress, honestly. I think that's how I got half of my followers on Instagram. It's from the EDM music and from the way that I dress. So, and plus they just never know what they're going to expect from me style-wise. But yeah, so It's really off the dome, and what was I on 7? Yes, I'm on 7. So with that being said, I have been doing this for a while now. And if you guys want me to do a video on how to grow as an artist, that would be big too, because I see a lot of you guys failing on TikTok. I'm sorry, but you guys are going out as gimmick rappers. You guys are doing the whole TikTok things. You guys are not promoting your music on there. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would want a video on how to become an artist or how to create a fan base around your music. So let's get back to it. Number 7, always, and I repeat, always bring good energy to the camera, man. People see this. You never know if someone is having a bad day. You never know if your videos are giving someone life, right? So you have to always be yourself, but be in high energy. And it also goes back and it coincides with the statement that I made before, as in do it even if you don't want to. That does not mean come on there mad and everybody can tell that you have a bad day, right? It's like, even if I don't have the motivation to do it, I'm still going to do it with a smile. I'm still going to have that grind. I'm still going to keep striving for what I want in life, right? So always bring that energy to the camera, man. Let people feel you. Let people really genuinely see who you are. Don't put on a facade. Just be your natural self. So if you do get to a point where you're really just not feeling it, you just don't care, it's okay to miss a posting schedule, but make sure you make up for that and double back on videos and give them back-to-back videos of something that you can watch. If you did miss a week or if you did miss your posting day, it's always great to give yourself that time that you need to recuperate on any business or any videos that you guys do, right? So like I said, man, make sure your energy is high, make sure your vibrations are high, and make sure you really love what you do. If you do not see yourself doing YouTube long term, you do not have to do YouTube, right? You don't have to force yourself to do something just because you see someone else doing it or you feel like the lifestyle is that you want, right? So yeah, man, just stay true to yourself. So if you really want to do this YouTube stuff, you will always bring the vibrations and the energy level. It will always be high because this is something that you're interested in. And a lot of people say, do things that you're passionate about, but I would never preach that, right? And the reason why I say I would never preach that is because you lose passion for things. Yes, just like how motivation is a hoax, right? It's a hoax, right? So I just feel like don't do things that you're passionate about. Do things that you're interested in, right? You can lose the passion, like music. I lost the passion for music a long time ago when I figured out the business side of it, right? But I'm so intrigued with music. I'm so fascinated with it. I'm so intrigued to the point where I want to learn more about it. It interests me, right? I want to know more. So I advise you guys to do things that you're interested about. If you're on YouTube and you're interested on how people do their traveling vlogs or how they do the day in the lives, be interested in it. Engulf yourself in on learning the gist of what's going on around you, right? Or how you can make your videos to where you will want them, or the aesthetic videos that pleases you as you're watching them, right? So I just advise you guys to do things that you're interested in, because if you're interested, you're going to always want to know more. You're going to always want to do more, and you're going to be more engaged in the project that you guys have going on, because we can all lack motivation and we can all lack passion, right? So I just want to give you guys the insight on that. And I don't know why my flash always turns off, but I think we're still rolling. And yeah, man, so those are the 7 tips that I have for you guys to start a YouTube channel and the things that will help your YouTube channel grow. I hope this video has helped you guys, give you some type of pointers that you guys did not know. And yeah, YouTube, man, we here, man. We here to do the thing, man. I'll see you guys at the top. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and come catch this vibe. And it's LT checking in again. Yeah, barely white friend. I'm gone, man.